I'm leaving now, Miss Capwell.
Oh, thank you. Is everything turned off?
Oh, everything's taken care of. We had a good night.
Yeah, it looks that way. I'll see you tomorrow.
If you're going to be here late, I'd be happy to stay and, you know,
Oh,
take
no,
care.
no. You don't have to do that. I'm just gonna put these receipts away, and I'll lock up and everything. You can go home if you want.
All right.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
Well, Inspector Castillo, you're working late?
Yeah, since the burglaries, I've been making spot security checks. Is everybody gone?
Miss Capwell's in the back office. She'll be locking up tonight, and I was just leaving.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't let me keep you, man.
Good night.
All right, see you later.
The change in me is you now.
The change in me is you somehow.
I used to think that love was just for fools.
So how did love ever find this fool lost in the dark?
And how did love find the key to open up my heart? Now I know there's no life without love.
Now I know what lovers always knew.
I was blind until you came and changed my point of view. And now I see the change in me is you.
Who's that? Who put on that music? Bruce, what are you doing here?
Mrs. Capwell? Mrs. Capwell? This is Mrs. Blanchard. I'm in 461, and there's no sign of Mrs. Capwell. No. I think you better notify the doctor right away that she's missing. Thank you.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Who is it? I'm coming. Good God.
Hello, Mason. Thank God you're here. Will you take me in?
Augusta, I'm down.
You may be down, but you're not out. You were in such a rush.
Well, I am, but not before I have a cup of coffee.
Well, have mine.
Well, I don't want
Oh,
yours.
take it. What did Minx say to you last night?
Oh, well, you remember the bet that she had where she bet me that I couldn't hold a steady job for any regular amount of time?
What faith she has in her son.
Yeah, well, last night she admitted she was wrong. I won the bet. And she also said that she hated what I was doing on television and wanted me to quit. Said it was disgusting, that I was disgracing the family name.
Your mother is a woman of many moods, most of them adolescent. I just hope that this means you're going to take over the financial dealings again.
Well, partially. She didn't want to leave Brick out in the cold.
Brick, the chauffeur?
No, the other Brick.
Very funny.
You want to hear the consolation
No,
prize?
don't tell me. Your mother is going to live with him in sin starting in September.
Almost as bad. She is appointing him to the board of directors of Lockridge Real Estate. How do you like that?
What? She's what? Rick Wallace?
Yeah,
that's impossible.
Well, would that it were.
Oh, she can't do that. Talk about disgracing the family. I mean, what are people going to say when they hear that a chauffeur is on the board of directors?
It's a symptom of the decline of civilization.
Oh, if it weren't so ridiculous, I'd run screaming into the streets.
Well, she did tell me that she'd talked to Brick overseas, and apparently he's trying to take care of his mother, and Minx is helping him get medical attention for the poor woman.
She's obsessed with that man.
Yeah. Well, I attribute that to her being naturally perverse.
Well, I know she talked to him overseas because I was trying to give Julia a message, but she was out somewhere gallivanting with Jack Lee.
Well, how like Julia? Why is it that all the women in this family are either independent, stubborn, or both? With one notable exception, of course.
Unfortunately, it won't be possible for me to get to New York in the near future, so I hope that you will see this to a successful conclusion. I share in my father's confidence in your ability, and I look forward to an early and positive report from you. Regards to Helen, usual signature, and please send this out as soon as you can.
Honey, you're up working awful early?
Yeah, well, I need to get to the restaurant early this morning, and I wanted to dictate a few letters.
You didn't get in until 3 this morning, and you're up at the crack of dawn. Are you sure you're getting enough rest?
Yeah, I'm fine. What were you doing up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Counting my blessings. You being one of them. Have I told you how proud I am of you?
Are you really?
Enormously. Sometimes I forget to tell you, but it's true. You know, honey, I think you're doing a wonderful job as an executive for Capwell Industries. And with the restaurant. I just wish I'd given you your head earlier instead of reining you in like I did.
Daddy, I can't tell you how proud that makes me. I love you. I really want to do good by you and Capwell Enterprises.
Oh, times are changing. You know, women never used to go into business much when I was your age.
Yeah, we've come a long way, baby. I have to get going.
No breakfast?
No, I have to audition singers this morning.
Oh, are we having entertainment up there nightly?
Well, I hope so, if we can get the right people. Mom.
Sophia.
Morning, Sissy.
Hello, Angel. Hi, you honey. Oh,
nice to see you.
Are you rushing off?
Oh, yeah. Why? What's wrong?
Well, I might as well tell you, I'm going to move back to the hotel.
Why? Aren't you comfortable in the guest house?
Of course I'm comfortable there.
Why, because of Gina?
Yes, because of Gina.
You don't have to move on her account. She's going to come around in time.
Cece, she's very upset and she has reason to be. I don't want to make things worse.
Sophia, she's going to be in the hospital for a few more days running tests. By that time, she's going to calm down.
Look, Mom, I don't think it's fair that she blames you for losing her baby. That's not fair at all. I mean, it was an accident.
You think she'll ever believe that? No, I think I'd better go back to the hotel.
Excuse me. Cece Capwell.
Mr. Capwell, this is the hospital. Are you aware that your wife has disappeared from her room?
What? When?
Sometime during the night. We don't know where she's gone. We thought she might have gone home.
She certainly hasn't come home.
Well, I see. We'll please call us if you hear from her. In the meantime, we will alert the authorities if we need to.
Yes, I'll call you if I hear from her and she comes back. Thank you for letting me know. I don't understand.
Well, now, what was that?
Someone from the hospital. Gina has disappeared during the night and no one knows where she is.
Oh, no.
Why would she do that?
I don't know. She could be on medication and delirious. She is in no shape to be wandering around the city. We've got to find her as soon as possible.
All right, then that's it. I'm definitely moving to the hotel.
No, Sophia. Let me make some calls and see what I can find out.
Gina, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, Mason, I didn't know you were awake.
Obviously. Now tell me what sort of game you're playing here.
Well, I can't explain now. I'll...
Gina, tell me what I want to know.
All right, but let me make one more phone call first, and then I'll tell you everything.
Who are you calling now?
Shh.
Hello?
Miss Andrade? Miss Santana Andrade?
Yes, who's this, please?
Well, I'm calling from the hospital. Mrs. Gina Capwell left the hospital sometime during the night, and no one knows where she's gone. We're wondering if she might have contacted you.
Gina checked out of the hospital?
No, she just left. Have you heard from her?
Well, no, of course not.
Well, we'd appreciate it if you'd call us if you should hear from her. Thanks.
Hello, wait a minute. Who is this? What's your name? Hello?
I see what you're up to. You think that Santana and Sophia may have caused your miscarriage, so you're trying to, what, scare them?
Oh, I want to do more than just scare them, Mason. Scaring them isn't nearly enough.
I stopped into a cafe where we used to go and ran into an old friend that we used to know. And we reminisced and talked a while of things we couldn't change. Then he asked me about you, and it really hit me strange. It all begins again.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad is right. It's exactly what we need to bring clientele in here. What are you doing here?
I came to bring you some good news.
Great, I could use some. What is it?
We have a man in custody. We think he's the one who's been fencing the stolen jewelry from your hotel.
Really?
Yeah, I got a warrant to search his premises, and lo and behold, several of the stolen items turned up.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. It's a start, anyway. We still don't know who the thief is, but maybe we can get this guy to talk. And if not, you know, we have a couple of other leads, too.
I can't tell you how glad I am about that.
Good. Does that rate me a cup of your swanky coffee?
Sure. You can even have a croissant if you want one.
This reminds me of the sweetest days of our domesticity. I think I'm gonna have to pass on that croissant, though. I'm trying to watch my weight. I haven't been getting a lot of...
Excuse me. Hi, thank you. That was really wonderful.
Thank you very much.
I like your resume.
Oh, thank you very much. That's not a commitment, though.
Well, I'll have to get back to you on that, but I will call you. But if this doesn't work out, good luck.
You too.
Thanks.
That's great. Yeah.
Thanks.
How come you can't be that tactful with your ex-fiancés?
Most of my ex-fiancés can take care of themselves. Can we change the subject?
You have my permission.
What's going on with Ted's case?
Not a whole lot. We don't have anything concrete. We're still trying to find whoever it is who really raped the girl. Mason and I are working on it together. I'll let you know as soon as we find out anything, Eden.
All right.
Now, can I change the subject?
You have my permission.
Any chance you might want to grab a bite to eat with me tonight?
Well, I would, but I have a previous engagement.
Always a full dance card, huh? What do you do when the music stops?
I make my own music. Like last night.
I don't believe it. Is it really Eden Capwell? Golden Girl of the West?
Randall?
Hey! Oh, you remember me after 4 years, huh?
Of course I do. You look wonderful. Well, where did you come from?
I just came from the musicians' hiring hall. They said you're looking for some hotshot pianist.
You kept up with your music.
Oh, better than that, I got an album out now.
Are you kidding?
You look great. You haven't changed a bit.
No. This is a old high school friend of mine, Randall Jordan. This is Cruz Castillo.
How you doing, man?
Nice meeting you.
So, you came here to audition for me?
Yeah, and I'm exactly what you're looking for.
How do you
Guaranteed.
know what I'm looking for?
Doesn't matter, I'm it.
Well, that solves one of your problems already, huh? Listen, I'd love to stay and catch your act, man, but I'm gonna have to get back to work, so.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
You bet.
So, come here. What I'm looking for is something with more rhythm, something contemporary.
No, you don't have to tell me. Just wait. First you listen, then we'll talk, all right?
Well, have you ever worked a supper club before?
Yeah, I just finished at a gig in Palm Springs. Look, I'll fill you in on all the details later.
Okay.
Right now, just hang on. Here we go. This is dedicated to you. Eden, as in garden of. Remember you used to say that?
Yes.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live.
Thank you. I don't know what this is all about.
Well, tell me, what was that phone call?
Someone else from the hospital calling to tell me that Gina had disappeared. She said that she was sorry that it took so long, but she didn't want to alarm me until they had made a thorough search for her.
Well, did you tell her that we already received a phone call this morning with the same information?
She couldn't understand it. She gave strict orders for no one to notify me until she called herself. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe that's Gina.
I hope it is. Santana,
Have they found Gina yet?
how did you hear about that?
The hospital called me about an hour ago.
Who called you from there?
Cece, I have no idea. It was some woman and I couldn't get her name.
Come in. Why would the hospital call you to notify you that Gina was missing?
That's exactly what I was wondering. But then after I hung up, I kind of thought that maybe it was Gina that called herself and disguised her voice.
Cece, do you think Gina made that first call to you this morning?
It didn't sound like her, but I'm not sure, Sophia. Anyway, there is something I think the two of you should know. Apparently, Gina's fall aggravated some previous injuries that she had internally from a car accident earlier this year. The doctor has told us that she will never be able to bear children again.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Naturally, she was terribly upset by it. Maybe that's the reason she left the hospital. She was completely irrational. I just hope she doesn't do anything rash.
I'm definitely moving to the hotel.
I don't want you to do that. Santana, I don't think it's a good idea for you to stay here.
Cece, you really don't think that Gina's going to do anything violent, do you?
No, of course not. But I'm just suggesting that you move from your apartment in with Rosa and Ruben for the time being, only as a precaution.
No, Cece, she's not going to run me out. I can take care of myself.
Look, Gina, I know you're upset, but to run around talking about revenge, that's foolishness.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, my suggestion is to go back to the house, try to get along with Dad, and get used to the idea of having Sophia around.
No.
Deal with the situation head on. I know it's going to be difficult. Just try to... Hello.
Son, good morning.
Hello, Dad. If you're calling about Ted, I don't really have anything new to report.
No, it's about Gina. It seems that she left the hospital last night without telling anyone. I'm very worried about her.
Well, I don't wonder. Why do you suppose she did it?
Possibly because she's angry and bitter about the miscarriage and some other things I'd rather not go into. I just wondered if you had heard from her.
Well, if she'd contacted me, Dad, I would have let you know right away.
All right, if you see or hear from her, please do that.
Well, of course. Don't worry. I'm sure she'll turn up any time now. So long. Why don't you let me take you over there? He's very worried about you. I can drop you off on my way to work.
No, not right now. I want to get some sleep before I see him.
All right. But don't go anywhere before I get back, okay?
Yeah, I promise you, but you promise me you won't tell anyone I'm here. I need time to sort things out and make some plans.
Okay, I'll be back around noon to get you.
Noon's just fine. Mason, thank you.
Sure.
Jack, what happened? Ow. Ooh. Ah. Jack. Oh, my God, Jack. Jack, wake up! Oh, thank goodness.
Where am I?
The same place I am.
Gee, it's a miracle. We're alive. I think we'd be able to survive that storm.
Yeah, well, we're alive, but I don't know where we are.
Maybe somewhere along the coast of New Salem. Maybe on the mainland. That's bad. That's nasty. We're gonna need medical attention. Let me go see if I can get some help.
No, I don't want you to leave me alone here. Don't go.
It's all right.
I want to go with you.
No, you just stay there. I don't think you should move much, all right? I'll just take a look outside, all right? Just stay there. Not a living thing, just some beach, a couple of hills. It's a pretty beach, though. Listen, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stay here and rest. I'm gonna go for help. Sound better? All right?
Yeah. No, I think my leg's gonna be okay. I can go on. Darn.
You're very brave, but you're not gonna make it. You just stay here, all right? Just stay here. I'll go for help.
How do I know you're gonna come back for me? This is probably how you get rid of all your girlfriends. There's probably beach bones lying all over wrecked ships from here to Zanzibar.
Life has made you very suspicious, hasn't it?
No, just of you.
Well, I'm gonna redeem myself. You just trust me. Put your faith in me. Has anybody ever told you you're beautiful when you're shipwrecked?
Not lately.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
That was wonderful. Come over here and fill me in.
You are a very appreciative audience.
Well, I think you've been a talented musician since high school. You have a unique style. I'm very impressed.
I'm very impressed with you, too. You working for your dad now?
Yeah, sort of. But the Orient Express restaurant is my baby. When was the last time I saw you? Senior prom?
No, it was afterwards. When I kissed you goodnight and you gave me back my senior ring.
Oh.
I don't think I ever got over that. I thought you were going to marry me.
Yeah, I thought so, too. But I bet you're glad I didn't, huh?
Oh, no way. I like you a lot better than the girl I ended up marrying and divorcing.
Oh, I read about the marriage in the papers, but I didn't know about the divorce.
Yeah, I got my final decree about 2 years ago. Jill's been in Italy ever since.
Really? What's she doing there?
Shopping, I guess. That's pretty much all she did anyplace. I don't want to talk about her. Let's talk about you. You went to Europe too, right?
Yeah. Dad sent me there to get polished and sophistication. I showed him.
You married?
No way. Mm-mm.
You going steady? You hung up on anybody?
No, I'm just sort of trying to build my career right now, you know.
Yeah. Looks like you're doing pretty well at it. So you gonna let me come work for you or what?
Oh, well, I think that I'll have to get back to you. There's a few other people I have to see, but I'll call you by tomorrow.
That's all right. Here.
All right.
This is my resume. Look it over.
Nice and folded. Thanks. I hate to be rude, but I have 1,000 things I have to do.
No.
You have to excuse me.
I understand.
I'll call you.
I'll be standing by the phone.
It's wonderful to see you.
Likewise. I have a feeling the more we see each other, the more wonderful it's gonna get.
Hi.
Hi. Can I come in?
Why don't you? Don't mind me. I'm just polishing up a few things before they turn into, What's the matter?
Gina sneaked out of the hospital last night and no one has any idea where she is. The only thing they know for sure is that she is furious with Sophia and me.
Oh, yeah, come on. She can't seriously believe you tried to hurt her.
Oh, yes, she does. She told me she was going to get even with me no matter what, the very last thing.
Oh, that'll pass.
I don't think so. Cruz, she also found out that she can no longer have children. And I think it freaked her out a little bit.
Oh, no, that's a tough one. Does Mr. C know about it?
Yeah, he knows. He advised me to stay with my parents for a little while. I really don't know what to do.
Well, my advice would be to forget about it for the time being. Why don't you grab a rag and some of this stuff here and help me polish a few things up?
What is this? You want cheap labor?
If I can get it.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
You know, Gina is never going to believe that I had nothing to do with that fall or with her miscarriage.
No, I don't believe in words like never, Santana.
Oh, you should have seen her. She was getting scary.
Well, it had to have been a big shock to hear that, you know, but I'm sure she'll adjust. Look, let's not talk about this now. We're going to stop, right? You're going to work. Let's do some work. Come on.
Cruz, it's hot in here. I was thinking that maybe I would stay with my parents tonight. Unless you would like to invite me to stay here, of course.
You know, you're going to have to go home sooner or later. You can't be hiding out from Gina the rest of your life, you know.
Well, what would you do if you were me?
Look, Santana, I already told you, I don't have the solutions for you, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I also remember when we were kids and we used to get in a whole lot of trouble. You always found a way out for us.
Well, life was easier then. I mean, our problems were smaller like we were.
I got a great idea. Why don't I fix us some lunch? What have you got in this fridge that's edible?
Listen, seriously, I'd invite you to stay tonight, but I got some heavy thinking to do, and, you know, it might get a little distracting.
Thinking about Eden.
Some, and about Ted's case. Mostly about Eden.
Cruz, sometimes you make absolutely no sense.
What do you mean by that?
You usually have yourself together. You really got it together. But when it comes to Eden, I don't know. I think she's treated you terribly.
I guess you won't get any argument on that from me.
So why do you keep chasing her around and making yourself miserable?
Because I'm in love with her.
Why don't you fall in love with someone else? She's not good enough for you. Look at all the trouble she's put you through.
Santana, I'd gladly let her put me through that same trouble all over again if I had a chance to be happy with her. Come on, let's not talk about this. I mean, how's the decorating business anyway?
The decorating business is just fine, Cruz, and you're still dodging the issue of Eden.
Well, of course I'm dodging the issue. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to do about it either. I mean, I'm doing what I can, right? I'm trying to patch things up. Hopefully, I'm not being too obvious about it.
Excuse me.
Hey. Hi.
I can leave if I'm interrupting anything.
Oh, no, don't be silly.
Sure I'm not interrupting anything?
Oh, thank goodness. Augusta. Thank goodness.
Juliet, you've got a fever. You've got a fever, huh?
Augusta, I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come for me.
Mason.
Hello, Augusta.
Who's here? Well, we don't see much of you these days. I've even forgotten the secret handshake.
Oh, you're still as witty as ever. I see Lionel is at home.
Yes, he's having his lunch.
I'd like to talk to both of you.
Well, Lionel Mason's here. Should we let him in?
What does he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
I want to talk about Ted's case.
All right, come in. What do you need to know?
Actually, anything you can tell me that will be of help. I don't mind telling you. We're in big trouble on this one.
Well, I would like to help Ted, but there's really nothing I can say.
Same here.
Well, I know you told Ted Christie stole some things from you, some candlesticks, I believe, and a locket that belonged to your mother.
She took them, yes, but she returned them, so I don't see what good that's going to do Ted.
Did she ever say why she took them in the first place?
I didn't ask.
Well, you see, I'm trying to gather information on Christie so that I can put together a profile on her. I want the jury to see her as she really is.
What do you need from us?
Well, I'd like you both to testify in Ted's behalf and Augusta in respect to the thefts, or borrowings, if you prefer.
I didn't see her take them. I only surmised she did when I saw her putting them back. How's that going to help Ted?
Well, it will reflect on her character, and as I said, I'd like you both to testify as to Ted's character. You've both known him a long time.
Yes, but you see, I'm not really too crazy about him.
What do you think are Ted's chances?
Well, we have to get him off, Lionel. It's not a question of chance. There's no other solution.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly don't want Lakin dealing with him now that he's an accused rapist.
Oh. Now, that's a charming thing to say. Thank you for that expression of faith in my brother, Augusta.
Thank you, Mason. Is that how you're approaching all the people you're asking to testify for Ted?
Why don't you both just forget I ever came by?
It'll be difficult, but I'll try.
Thank you. Good day.
So long.
He gets more rude every time he comes over, just like the Catwells, just worrying about their own problems.
Well, I wish there was something we could do for Ted. I kind of like that kid.
I wish there was something we could do for us. We've got a big problem with Brick.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that either.
I've done nothing but worry all morning, but I'll tell you one thing. I am not going to let our children lose their birthright. I'm going to find out why Minx is so determined to throw all sorts of financial plums at Brick.
Why don't you try asking her?
Oh, no, that would never do. She wouldn't tell us the truth. The only way I'm going to find out is to, search her room.
Oh, no, you don't. No, that's off limits. That's too much.
I know. Don't tell me what I can do and what I can't do.
Did you just hear me? I forbid it, Augusta. Did you get that? I forbid it.
Well, I really have to be going anyway. I'm sorry to have brought you all these problems. I really didn't know who else to talk to.
No, that was okay. It was. I was glad to see you again.
You don't have to leave on my account, Santana. I would like to use the phone business, if you don't mind.
Oh, no. Help yourself. I'm always glad to help a friend get ahead in business.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know what I did, but you're welcome.
Well, you always seem to be there when I need you, and I think that's very special.
No, I don't want to change my mind for anything in the world. No, I thought you were definitely the best, Randy. You have the job. Mm-hmm. Well, great. No, I would like to meet you in the Orient Express in a little while to talk things over. Well, yeah. I don't know. No, I would like to talk to you about that, though. But, you know, you want me to deal with your agent? I will. It's no big problem.
It's a little bit funny. Oh.
I'm sorry. I dropped the phone. What did you say? Sorry. No, I will meet you, say, in an hour or so at the Orient Express. Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye, Randy.
What do you think you're doing?
I was providing texture.
That was a business call.
Oh, don't give me that. That was a Mais Cruz jealous call, and you know it. I mean, you know, and you're not about to get under my skin talking to that guy.
You know, you have a colossal ego. If you would have stayed and listened to him, you would have seen that he was the best one.
Oh, so it was strictly Orient Express business. Is that what you're trying to tell me now?
Yes, it was. And if you ask me, you're getting plenty upset about everything that's going on. And if you want to add him to the list, it's fine with me.
Huh.
Julia, hold still, will you? Just hold still. Hi. You're gonna be okay.
I don't feel so good.
I know you were tossing, you were turning, talking in your sleep.
I'm sorry. I'm such a nuisance.
You're not a nuisance. You're not a nuisance.
Oh, that feels good. It's cool. Chad, did we win?
Yes. We won everything in sight.
That's good. That's very good. It's important to win. Do you remember what Mom and Dad used to say? Nobody likes losers.
Oh, yeah, some philosophy that turned out to be. Do you know what they've been doing all this time?
What they've been doing? I don't know what you mean.
I just found out, so you should know because it's going to hit the newspapers.
Augusta, I hate when you're making things up.
Julia, our family has been selling illegal land to people in Florida.
What?
Yeah.
No.
They could go to jail for 5 years or more, and just think of all the lawsuits.
I can't believe it. They're not dishonest.
Julia, it just makes me sick. What's going to happen to me and my engagement to Lionel Lockridge? And the Lockridges aren't going to allow the daughter of land swindlers into their family.
I can't believe it's true.
They've done this to us.
We have to find a way to help them.
Help them? What about me? What about my engagement?
If you can't trust your parents, who can you trust?
Oh, you don't care what happens to me either, do you?
Augusta, we can't let them go to jail.
Julia, you're dreaming. You're dreaming.
Jack, you're back.
I've been here for quite a while.
Did you get help?
Well, there's nobody in sight. I walked for miles, though.
Where are we?
I don't have a clue. On a deserted island somewhere. I did find some fresh fruit. I found a freshwater spring not too far from the beach, so we're going to be okay. We're going to be all right. I just want you to rest.
Hot. I'm so hot.
Oh, baby, I think you've got a fever. I think your leg's infected, but you'll be all right.
Don't leave me, okay? Don't leave me. Stay here with me.
I won't leave you.
Oh, look at all these. What a funny place to keep these things. I wish Lionel could see this. What's this? Russo Detective Agents. A detective agency? What on earth? Nothing here about brick. What's this? A mass card made out for Sophia Wade, March 6, 1961. By Michael Leonard Phelps. What on earth? This is very... No. It's home or Lionel's home or something.
Oh, hi.
Home again, darling. Well, you have an easy day of it.
Yeah, well, Mort went golfing, so I decided to play hooky. What have you been doing?
Me? I upstairs reading.
Reading, huh? What were you reading?
What? I don't know. I don't remember the title of every book I've ever read.
Oh. A woman doesn't remember the title of a book she was just reading upstairs when her husband comes home unexpectedly and surprises her?
No, I don't remember. I mean, not everybody remembers everything they've read. I said that before.
Yeah, but you know what I think? I think that you weren't reading. No, I think you were doing something that I told you not to do.
Oh.
Precisely searching my mother's room, right? Uh-huh.
Searching your mother's
Yes,
room?
yes. I think that you were pouring through her private papers, weren't you? Isn't that right?
What kind of an accusation is that? I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer.
Really?
This is Mason Cockwell's new secretary. He asked me to call and leave word for Sophia Capwell. Oh, will you take a message for her, please? Yes, I'll wait. You have a pencil now? Fine. Are you new there? I see. No, I don't hablo español. Just listen to me. Tell her she's to come to Mason's apartment immediately for a meeting. That's right. Now, as soon as she gets in, be sure she gets the message. He's going to hire new maids. He ought to make sure that they can take messages.
Hi, this is Santana Andrade. I'm not here right now, but if you wait for the signal and leave your name and your number, I'll get back to you just as quickly as I can. You have 30 seconds to talk, and remember, wait for the beep. Thanks for calling.
This is Mason Cockwell's secretary calling. He would like you to come directly to his apartment as soon as you get this message. He'll be expecting you. It's very important.
always worth waiting for, even especially now. You just turned into my bread and butter, huh?
Oh, good. They brought the champagne.
Yeah, but they didn't say what it was for.
It is for us. I figured we would have a nice celebration drink. Do it here. You open it.
Pleasure.
You pour.
I can't tell you how happy I am about this. And you're not going to be sorry. No. You're going to get your money's worth and then some.
Well, I think you'll be an asset to this restaurant. You have a great sense of style.
I try. Here's to us. High atop the Orient Express, speeding to fame and fortune.
I'll drink to that. Oh.
So we meet again. Was it coincidence or fate?
What do you think?
Fate. And a very warm fate.
Mason.
Sophia?
Well, hello, Santana. Did Mason call you and tell you to come here, too?
There's a message on my machine. Isn't he here?
No, he's not. He left this note saying that he'd be right back. Do you have any idea what this is all about?
I don't have a clue. Don't you know?
No, I have no idea. He just called the house and left a message for me.
Well, we're here. We might as well make ourselves comfortable. I hope he isn't going to be long.